Yo, stocks 5150. The time is 15:55, 15:55, and guess what? We are down like 1,000 points. Our entry was 30,145. Price now is 29,194 right now at the moment. But we were down there. We were down 29,000 even. That was the low. Swing trade, man. This is hard. This is not for the faint of heart, yo. For the day, we down 5,000. And the crazy part about this is the crazy part is I got it on the 1 hour just to show it, but the crazy part is this market is relentless. Like it refuses to get I first to tell you, poor entry on my part right here. Cause I got in. This is clearly the top. Clearly this is the top. I thought we were on the way back up. I got in this in July 2nd. And I got that little bounce right there, and then boom, no stop loss, no stop loss. But look what happened, and it is what it is. So turn it into a swing trade because I refuse to let go. So that's poor trading. Just preface this, so it ain't noble when I say I'm swing trading. It's just refusal to let go at this point. It's psychotic. But this is where we at. Looking at it on the 1 hour, we have boom, boom, boom. Lower highs, equal high right here, three equal highs, and then boom, higher low, and then another one. So now we got us a double top, inverted. Got us a double bottom, boom, boom. So what happens next? Well, typically you get a double bottom like that, the market bounces and pops up. You see what I'm saying? Like, or it drops. Depends because here, boom, double bottom, went down further, pop. Did another double bottom, pop. See this one, yeah. So we don't know, man, to be perfectly honest with you. I really just got to say that up front. Um, the bounces are not holding on this one. This has just been a cascade down all day. And today is 7/16, 7/16. So this is all based off of a semiconductor because that's what we're following is the semis. Semis are at 131. They're weak right now. SOXL, I'm sorry, 142. SpaceX is at 131. If you count on that to be up, you're crazy because of course they're gonna drop back and crash that out because it's almost time for those guys to be able to sell them the money. And yeah, they're not gonna let you come out and make a whole lot of money right away. And it added to the QQQ, but that doesn't matter. All he's looking at is that we're holding this trade right now. Let's see. Let me see when this SpaceX. When can you? So short sellers, this is 5 hours ago. Everybody's shorting it. Short sellers load up against SpaceX as stock drops below IPO price. Yep. SpaceX post listing collapse threatens IPO markets. AI euphoria. We had Taiwan Semiconductor did their earnings today, and that was this morning. And you want to know what's crazy? They actually had good earnings. Taiwan Semiconductor TSM. They reported quarter two book posting for 2026 40.2 billion in revenue and earnings per share of 4.31, beating both metrics. However, the stock price dipped as investors reacted to increased 2026 capital spending budget and raised 60 to 64 billion and an additional 100 billion investment commitment to expand in the U.S. manufacturing in Arizona. And that's because, we want to have um, semiconductors, I mean, chips built over here before we let Taiwan go back to China, because that's going to happen. So that's kind of what that is. At least like we'll have a company and have a piece of it, and China have a piece. But that will happen. Trust me. That I don't think we're gonna fight for Taiwan. I think Taiwan's gonna just get handed over once this company is finished building this building. Uh, Once they get a foothold in the United States, like actual here, then they'll probably just the company will move over here to the United States, and yeah, they might China and then, but they'll just do business together. That's all. But the people in Taiwan, they will belong to China. I ain't saying that as a political thing, just the way it looks like it's moving, the chess pieces. So anyway, but even after that, they said, well, you're spending too much money and the market started crashing. Um, yeah, it's just crazy. Started dropping. So that brings me to this rule that I have that I don't follow. I need to open that notebook up and put it back in front of me because I got it closed. Don't trade earnings. And now that right there is a solid earnings. I say don't trade. And here I am. NQ seasonality. December through January are the best months. January through June are bullish. July is really bullish. But are we really bullish in July this month? Because looking at this on the monthly, this ain't looking so bullish, bro. Like, gotta be careful with seasonality stuff. It's December through January is supposed to be bullish, right? So let's take a look at that. This is December flat, January flat. And then what happens in February? Falls. You see that? February through March, bearish. I need to update this note because that's what I gotta update this for 26. February through March, bearish. January, flat. A doji. April, what do we have for April? April, it's actually bullish. April through May, bullish. Then we got June, uh, flat. Then we got July, so far bearish. Like that candle ended as a doji. June is a doji, January is a doji. So now here we are in July, and right now we're looking bearish. In order for July to turn out bullish, I mean, yeah, we're higher than what we were before, but look at us for the placement. We're like within Jan, we're still within June, but this placement is not the best. Not the best at all. If I get rid of this doji, let's see something. Look at that. This is the range that we're trading in right now. Like we're literally trading in the same range in June. We're just stuck in this range. We have not broke above it. Thank God so far we have not broke below it. It's the point of control. Just terrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of all this stuff. But we're just stuck in this range. And this is bearish. So yeah. VIX is at 17.18. So VIX is below 20, but we're falling. Make that make sense. Now, maybe this is happening because, well, back to time on semiconductor, I guess, the overseas market is going to reduce profitability as they ramp up operations overseas. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to cut into it. But good grief. Um, what other earnings do we got? We got July 16th. Oh, we had economic. What do we have? We had jobless claim again today. Oh, man, we had some more data. Missed. What did we have? Of course, we got this global stuff, this Iran stuff. This is just not letting up. So that's not helping us at all. Yeah, honestly, this is that for there. I need to move this to here. That's more accurate. We haven't broken there, but it can come to there. But yeah, slide this down to this is the top. This is where my price. This is where my exit is. At January, June's high. But I put this here. Well, no, yeah, like it is. That week, yeah. Um, Point is, we're stuck in this range. Stuck here, and we're down 94. Down 4 on the day. It's kicking my ass, yo, for real. So go back to the weekly. Just looking at this on the weekly. That was June. So January, June, July. Yeah, okay, that's why I had it there because we still haven't come back down to this. I need to put that in for weekly or dial it in, get it more accurate. And there, yeah. Truthfully, just have that one on there. But we just chop it in this range. So we've been in this range for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. Yeah, 7 weeks, and we're looking bearish. Stuck in the range. We haven't curled yet, but bro, this is terrible. Wouldn't be so bad if I got in down here. I wouldn't be tripping as much, but I ain't tripping at all. But it's still terrible. A lot of bearishness. My order's in the middle. Not supposed to fiddle in the middle. All right, what do we have today? We had June 16th. We got the market close. Why is my alert not ringing? I like when the market says bing, 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 bing. Let's see. So, what events? Anyway, market's closed. It's 4 o'clock. I didn't get the closing bell. I'm not sure why it's doing that lately, but whatever, man. All right, change those to be the same color. Make that more congruent. There's border. Made that a little easier on my eyes. Green and gold, yo. So we ended the day down, down 5,000 so far. We didn't come down to this lower range. We're just chopping right here on the daily, but we're still trading in the same range, just stuck right here in the middle. So it's hope that we didn't touch that at least. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and that was technically higher than the other day, but lower overall. And this is crazy. All right, that being said, that's where we at. Super down day and closed out down 90. What is this down? Now total down 9,000, 9,600. Boy, Taiwan Semiconductor News, earnings, market fell. So, yeah, you need to make a note on that too. Because earnings don't play earnings, bro. I mean, like literally don't play earnings. Jeez Louise. Um, make a note on this. What is this? This is Q2. Q2 CPI. CPI was the other day, and it was PPI. Like, sorry. All right, CPI was on the 14th, right? CPI was on the 14th. All right, CPI was on the 14th. So it opened, closed. All right, so it went up. We got a pop on CPI. CPI was a green day, and CPI numbers were good. So that was a green day. What else did we have come after that? We had PPI, which was on the 15th, and that was actually negative. The numbers were lower, and that came out to be a doji, but open 798 and close 893. So it's actually what is that? That's a PPI. PPI was a doji. So it was lower, and then we got a doji, but bearish. And then today is the 16th, and we got Unemployment claims. Mm, unemployment claims came in at 830, and we had less unemployment claims. Forecast was 216. We had 208, and we had a down day. That was today. And this is 716. Unemployment claims less though. That means people ain't looking for jobs probably. They just gave up. So it was actually less. So it was actually less. That was lower. Then we ended bearish. Also, TSM earnings beat, but ended bearish. So I got a feeling, which just doesn't matter at all. Let's look at this. But I was really thinking that maybe we were gonna natural gas storage 41 billion. I mean, crude oil staying down though; it's below 80, so that was actually good. DJT is gonna talk tonight at 9. It is always something around here. And tomorrow is what do we have? We have building permits and housing starts and consumer sentiment. Yep, consumer sentiment, and then the Treasury currency report at 10 a.m. So consumer sentiment is probably going to be down. We're going to pull all the way back down some more. So I'm thinking that we're pulling down this week because next week will be the big dog earnings. And what do we have for next week? Same old stuff. You got the same stuff. Japan has a bank holiday on Sunday. All right. And then Canada. But us, the US, we don't have anything coming up next week. Nothing major. ADP weekly employment change. Yeah. Crude oil inventories. Yeah. So this could be the counterbalance. It could be this. We pull back like this. Um, so that when we have earnings next week, that gives us room to run. You know what I'm saying? And even if the run is not like super major, like we're still here in the middle, right? So maybe with earnings, yeah, because we don't have anything but earnings next week. I mean, there's no economic stuff on the calendar no major stuff. So we have earnings, and we have flash PMI, but that's on Friday. So earnings next week, we're down here on the lower range. We come here. I mean, it gives us all kind of wiggle room. We could pop and run up, and that'll be good. Like we got 1,000 points, we could run up here, still be safe. Then we got another 1,000 we can pull back down. So we just got to hold tight. We really would like to see a break up to the upside, but then August is coming. I got to close this out regardless. At the end of the month, I'm closing this out, whether I'm down or not. But that's just how that's gonna have to go. Yeah. Yep, stocks 5150. That's where we sitting at, yo. And the time is 16:21 now. So we're gonna close this out. No need to let this go. We're down a lot. Um, 5 on the day activity. Let's look. This is full transparency, yo. I ain't trying to hide nothing. Um, for the past 7, we'll do 7 days. Past 7 days, we are at 1700. Not bad. I mean, it looks worse than it is, but it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? So 1700, we're even. We're not. We're green. We're positive 1700. So we won't be. we won't. We won't be positive at the end of this day because it's going to be another $5,000. So we'll be down four. All right. So be prepared for that. But at the moment, as of yesterday, we were up 1700. But that will change on the week. Yep. Yep. And yep. See, boom. So that was yesterday's mark to market, and yeah, and I bought that one. I went long, and yeah, that's I don't even want to look at that one because that's down a lot. I already know. So it is what it is. We shall see, right? Stocks 5150. Stocks are crazy, but not as crazy as you. We are still trading in the same range though, so let's not forget that. So maybe we come down here and bounce, stay up and push up. Right now we've been holding this area right here. So that's good. If we stay above that, that'll be perfect. But we can't come down here. So all right, man. Stocks are crazy. I'm out. Peace. Full transparency on this, man. That's all I got.